Hear ye, gather round for another edition of Young Kings Wrestling featuring the JDF Memorial Sovereign Soundboard. As always, you can find us on most platforms streaming your favorite podcast episodes, including Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. If you're listening on iTunes, leave us a review of the 5-star kind. Subscribe to us on YouTube at YK Wrestling. Links to all the platforms and merchandise available at YKWrestling.com. Welcome to the Nuck If You Buckingham Palace. As always, I am the thespian TC Fontaine, aka TCF Baby. Please say the baby. Joined by King Reek, House of Havoc, first of his name. Welcome back. We here. We here for another one.
Yes, sir.
Happy week of Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
You already know what time it is.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits, you name it!
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to the GOAT holiday.
Shirley season, baby. Woo!
Shout out to the GOAT holiday. Shout out to my boy on this is a somber note, crazy little segue. Listen, we've been podcasting going on. Young Kings Wrestling has been a thing going on 5 years. The podcast over 4 years. Still don't know how to segue into them somber moments. But RIP to the homie JDF, the namesake of the soundboard. You already know it's been a year since my dude crossed over. You already know. Green Ranger, White Ranger. What other Rangers he played? He just played green and white. He played a Dr. Tommy Oliver.
He was 2 different Red Rangers.
Yeah, oh yeah, he was.
He was the Black Ranger on that show on Dino.
Yeah, man. Yeah, all the suits, man. Shout out to my boy. Y'all know where that sound from.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know where it's from. What's up, man?
I'll never forget the when he went up, pulled up in the Megazord, gave hands to everybody. Bruh. All 5 of them single-handedly, no weapons, nothing, just busting their ass.
Whooped all their ass. Possessed Tommy was going crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Possessed Tommy, the greatest heel of my childhood. Over Vince McMahon.
Yep.
Over all them. Like, I ain't never felt so just, like, betrayed by anybody else in my whole childhood. At least, like, that part of my childhood.
Yeah, man.
Triple H eventually took over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2003 Triple H was going crazy.
Mm.
But shout out to Thanksgiving again, though, man.
Thanks.
I can't wait for that mac and cheese.
Ooh.
Man, I can't wait. Man, the turkey. I can't wait for the turkey. We put turkey over a few weeks ago, to let y'all know.
Thanks.
And y'all can finally play y'all Mariah Carey in about a week.
Yeah, man. I can't stand people that do that shit right after Halloween. Like,
bro,
please get it together.
The only things Christmas-wise that should be available, like right after Halloween, is like Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
Those is a hot commodity at that point. Everybody's scrambling.
Yeah. I'm cool with that. Like,
why you putting your tree up like a week before Thanksgiving? You don't got no decorations.
Like that's just standard capitalism. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just, as soon as one holiday is over, you get a jump start to make your money. I get it. But all this other shit, like, y'all doing too much.
Why y'all playing Christmas music, man?
Right.
It'd be hot as hell still. Like, it was hot as hell still after Halloween around here. Like, not as hell, but it was still hot outside. It wasn't, cooling down. I don't want to go into Walmart and see no Christmas stuff hanging up, man. Yeah. You got wrapping paper out already.
Man, come on, bro.
That just remind me, I need to get some wrapping paper. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for. But it'd be nice to have some. You hate running out of wrapping paper, like you in the middle of wrapping the gift. You don't got to know.
Hey, listen.
You got to go out of your way to go get some wrapping paper. You go to the dollar store, everything picked over. They don't got nothing in the Dollar Tree.
Bro,
you go to Walmart, everybody and their mama at Walmart.
You ever had to wrap with two different papers?
Yes. It's looking all types of ghetto, fam.
Yeah.
Now I'm at that age now. I understand why my grandma wanted us to save the wrapping paper.
Right.
You run out.
Because I remember when I was little and I'll look and like there'll be that little strip left on the side of it. And I'm like, what the hell are we saving this for? Now I get 3/4 of the way done. I'm like, oh shit, I don't got no more. And then I'm like, oh.
Wish I had that little strip.
Right.
Yeah, shout out to the holiday season. It's official too, man. The official holiday season. Yeah, and always shout out to the sports out here in Vegas. UNLV football, 9-2. Damn. Best record in like 20 years, something like that. We #1 in the conference.
What's going on?
We just beat Air Force. Y'all remember Air Force used to be ranked like a couple weeks ago?
Oh, yeah.
And now they done lost 3 in a row.
I'd say we knew that one go last.
Yeah. They need to rank us. We better be ranked. That's all I'm saying. You know, our real football team.
Yeah, military teams and Ivy League teams, they don't do rankings.
Facts. As soon as they get ranked, hold on, fam. Hold on. UNLV football going crazy, having a good season. I ain't really been tapping into the basketball teams at UNLV, but you know, I'll be repping my alum now, man. I'll be repping my alma mater. I didn't go to Nebraska, so yeah, I don't know how hard I'm gonna be repping them till they get it together. I don't care where I'm from. Hey, listen, I pay money to rep UNLV, so I'm about to rep UNLV.
Let's say there you go, man.
The Raiders, man.
You gotta go with who's getting it together. You know
Facts, man. The Raiders out here, 2-1 since they fired their coach. They was keeping it together with Miami earlier, man.
Yeah,
I thought they had it wrapped, man. But
they still scaring me.
Yeah, rookie quarterback, they gonna make mistakes, costly ones. So it is what it is.
Let AP get a job,
bro. Let him stay the head coach.
That's what I'm saying.
I think he'd improved himself enough. Don't be like them coaches that we need more black coaches in the league too.
Exactly.
Like, we can't just have Mike Tomlin coming around here being that affirmative action face. Like,
right.
They ain't even right on Mike Tomlin. He ain't even do nothing to deserve being put in that position. Like the token nigga. Yeah. Like that ain't even fair to Mike Tomlin. He a dope coach. Won a couple Super Bowls. You know what I mean?
He ain't had a losing season yet, and
never.
And he done had some trash on his team, which is crazy to me.
He completely justified to have a losing season this year, and he not having a losing season still.
That's what I'm saying.
I know they lost today, but
they still like 6-3.
They go crazy. He might be one of the GOATs.
That's what I'm saying. 3. Yo, real shit. I don't want to hear nothing more about Belichick because Belichick got trash and he looked like trash. Tomlin got trash and still got 6 wins plus on the year. Like,
hey, not too much on Bill, man. Hold on. We can talk about Bill, bro. You over here talk about how trash you still can't beat him. Your team still can't beat us. So how that make y'all look?
We ain't talking about
hold on, Phil.
We ain't talking about my team.
And shout
out to losing right goddamn now.
Or they getting smacked too. They getting smacked. I'm about to wrap this sports talk up, and then we're gonna get into some more sports talk. Shout out to the Aces. Shout out to my Las Vegas Aces. Shout out to my guy, Coach Tyler, the de facto wrestling fan on the Las Vegas Aces. So, you know, I had to have him come through, you know, chopped it up with him for a little bit, talk a little bit current wrestling, talk a little bit of championships. So we're going to talk about that in a few. But before we get into that, let's talk about this week in wrestling history. It was a lot of debuts and returns this week in history, man. 1996, The Rock debuted in his first match at Survivor Series.
Oh shit, yeah.
And they wanted to kill him after like 2 months. Facts. They wanted this man dead.
Die, Rocky, die.
Like, hold on, y'all little too steep. Y'all doing a little too much. We don't gotta kill this motherfucker just because he ain't entertaining you. That's crazy.
Right. They didn't even do that to Roman, which is crazy.
Right.
they they couldn't stand that motherfucker.
In Philly with The Rock. He still didn't die.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Philly, keeping it together. More Rock news, because in 1998, this week, same week he debuted, he won his first world championship, defeated Mankind in the finals of the Deadly Games tournament. And I started watching a little bit of that. I ain't seen it in so long, but I'm only on like the first match. So that's on my thing. That's on my watch list. We're going to watch that this week. I'm going to watch a bunch of Survivor Series this week because it's Survivor Series week.
Yeah.
You know how that go. Can't wait. Can't wait for that. Where we at with it? 1999, more Survivor Series stuff. More debuts. Kurt Angle made his debut at Survivor Series. On this same show, The Big Show won his first world championship. Because Stone Cold could not compete because Rikishi did it for The Rock. As we will come to find out later. 2001, more Survivor Series. Team WWF took out the Alliance. Everybody from the Alliance except Test was at risk of getting fired.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them would still stay on the roster. But the very next night, because the Alliance had to disband and Stephanie and Shane had to sell their shares to the company, who they sell the shares to? Who? Ric Flair was announced as the co-owner who was the mystery consortium that purchased the shares from Stephanie and Shane. So him and Vince would go at each other's necks. Yeah, Vince was like,
he's doing the thing.
That's one of my favorite gifs.
Oh man, yeah, man, that shit is hilarious.
And he went crazy on that. You think he did that when he found out the news last year?
Probably.
Oh, God damn it, pal! I'm in trouble. Oh God. Shout out to Vince though. 2007. Actually, I'm skipping. 05. 2005. RIP Eddie Guerrero. We already talked about that last week, but we reacted to Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 20 on our YouTube channel at YK Wrestling. So go check that out quick because the fans is watching, and I don't know how much longer it's gonna be.
I was say, is this still up now?
They say this never happened to me before because usually we keep it clean on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never had to dispute nothing before, but they say they got 30 days to respond. I don't know what's gonna happen after them 30 days. Like if they don't respond, like will my video stay up? Or like, I don't know. So check it out now while it's still up there. Cause about December 15th or so, it's not gonna be up there no more, probably.
That's crazy.
But if it is, you can still go check it out after the fact.
You're doing us dirty, man.
Yeah, we had a fun time though, watching that match over, and
yeah,
it's a good match. Talked about Eddie Guerrero, talked about Kurt Angle. We had a regular little conversation. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, man. Next
time we do a watch along, we can't do WWE apparently. We're gonna be in trouble.
Like, I don't understand the issue, man.
And it was like WWE at Stanford. It was algorithm on YouTube, and it was like, hey, this is owned by WWE. You can't do this. I was like, hold on, it's us.
What I'm saying, like, how many reactions we did already? Come on now.
Right, y'all didn't even hit me for the last WWE reaction I did. That was a Triple H joint.
Wait, don't say nothing, because then they're gonna go look.
Right. Shit. They tried to though. I had to edit the hell out of that one too though.
That shit was like 2 minutes.
Nah, the Triple H joint.
Yeah. Well, maybe like
that was like 8. Yeah.
8.
It was originally like 8. I had to cut it down even more. I don't remember what it was originally. I'm lying to y'all. Whatever it was originally, I had to cut out like 3 minutes.
I must say it was short already. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just the.
It wasn't that long of a segment.
It like it was a match. You know what I'm saying?
It was just a promo.
Yeah.
Y'all wildin'. I'm gonna see what happened next time. We're gonna do some more reactions. We're gonna see what happens. But go check that out. 2007, Chris Jericho made his return to WWE following a 2-year absence with one of the craziest viral campaigns I've seen in wrestling at that time. I had no idea who it was. Because you wanted to think it was Jericho, but you was like, nah, that's too obvious.
Right.
He said he doing something else, but he came back. I don't remember what Jericho did for a good 6 months after that, though.
Yeah.
I don't remember who he faced at Mania that year.
What year?
08, 24, Orlando.
He was in Money in the Bank.
Okay. See? He didn't really do much until the Shawn Michaels feud.
I think he took Jeff's spot. Because Jeff was supposed to win that year.
No, nobody replaced Jeff that year.
Well, Jeff was supposed to be in the match. He was supposed to win. Then
he got suspended.
Jericho took the IC title off him, and he goes in the match. I don't. Somebody was supposed to.
Oh, it's Googleable. Like we over here trying to remember it. Who did Chris Jericho face? Hey Siri, who did Chris Jericho face at WrestleMania 24? Chris Jericho was in the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
He didn't replace nobody though. Yeah, nobody replaced Jeff in that match. I remember that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't really until the Shawn Michaels joint when he really started picking up though.
Yeah, I don't remember how they booked it, but yeah.
Shout out to Chris Jericho returning in 07. That's his most memorable return.
Yeah.
Other ones weren't really
much. It's the debut and it's that.
What was the one with the creepy little kids in the classroom? That was so anti.
That was because it was in 2012. So he was trying to what was it called? Oh, he said, it's the end of the world type of shit. That whole thing. But then he just came out and was hype as hell and didn't say shit. He going around the crowd, he's shaking the camera. He didn't say not one word until he fucking
It's all mess with y'all, bro.
It was a week before the Rumble, and he was like, "I'm gonna win the Rumble, and it'll be the end of the world as we know it." Some shit like that, and he just left.
He didn't win the Rumble.
Nope, he should have, but that's
Who won the Rumble that year? Sheamus.
Yep. Yeah, because I mean, for what they
Jericho win that.
Yeah, for what they did, it's like you might as well just. He could win the chamber or something like that to do that bullshit,
To win the title in 18 seconds.
Yeah, man.
That's what we had to suffer through this for.
If you
y'all know how much I love the Rumble too. Y'all had 2 years straight.
Right.
Y'all had 2 whack Rumble winners.
That's what I'm saying. That to me brings the value down. You have a Rumble winner and you have a shitty Mania match. It's what's the point?
Yeah, I don't get y'all for that one, but it is what it is. Let's wrap this up right quick, man. 2008, Brock Lesnar defeated Randy Couture at UFC 91 to win a UFC heavyweight championship. And he didn't win it no other times, or did he?
Win it? No.
That's also Googleable. No, he had 3-4 defenses and then lost to Overeem or Velasquez.
No. It was Velasquez.
Okay. Yeah, he lost to Kane. And he lost to Overeem right after that, and he had to retire.
Right.
But like we were saying a few weeks ago, he the greatest athlete ever. First person to win the UFC heavyweight title, the WWE heavyweight title, the NCAA heavyweight wrestling championship, and the IWGP heavyweight title in New Japan. He the GOAT. The greatest athlete ever. Better talk to my boy Nice. He from the Midwest. Don't forget that tidbit. He from the Midwest.
That's a little brolic white boy.
Hell yeah.
He's a super athlete.
Farm boy. Going crazy.
Yeah, man.
2012, The Shield debuted at Survivor Series. Triple H, not Triple H, what? CM Punk, Ryback, John Cena, triple threat. That's what I meant to say. This triple threat for the WWE title. Them boys came out. First thing you see, they jump right on Ryback, put his ass through the table. John Cena took him out. CM Punk won. Made folks think that They was with CM Punk for a bit, and they were like that was the direction they was going. And then like
he was
pivoted.
paying them off.
Yeah, he married. He was. They was just goons for hire. That's all it was.
Yeah.
They didn't work with nobody unless it was somebody that was paying them. So it could have been anybody.
Right.
That's why the authorities started paying them shortly after that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what happens after that.
Before that, they was just jumping niggas.
Right. Just jumping everybody. They jumped the Rock. Nobody saw it. So they don't have no proof of that. We don't have no proof it was him.
You know what I'm saying? We know what happened.
Shout out to the Shield. They the GOAT stable to me. Everybody in that group won a world title.
Thanks.
They all was Grand Slam champions. They was cold. I was hurt when they broke up. Not even 2 years.
They running the industry now.
Yeah, they are. At least 2 of them.
I mean, I'm saying not so much Mox. You know, he been.
I don't know what he doing.
But yeah, Seth and Roman.
Y'all still call him Wrestler of the Year, or y'all moved on to somebody else?
I don't know what y'all was thinking about when y'all did that.
Y'all wild. Y'all, all these other dudes out here putting on crazy matches too, and y'all just adamant about him.
Like I'm sorry, and I don't got nothing against Mox as a wrestler.
Nah,
he not even in my top 5 on any list.
Nah, I don't think he in my top 10, bro. It's a bunch of dudes I'm gonna put over. I could tell y'all if I had the time to talk about it, but I want to move on from this segment. We say let's pencil that for later. If we remember to talk about that later, hold on. Let me mark this down. Let me mark this down. Top 5 right now. No Mox. That's in my notes. That's what my notes say. 2020. Drew McIntyre, leftover lasagna. My boy won his second WWE title on Raw in the Thunderdome versus Randy Orton.
Yeah. Okay.
Lost it to Randy Orton in Hell in a Cell. Won it right back. Almost immediately, like a week later.
They was trying to get Randy's numbers up because I don't see what they did that for.
Man, they do that to everybody to get Randy's numbers up, bro. They did that to Bray.
Oh, man.
They did that to Cena. They did that to Cena and Randy like 2 months apart. Just padding stats.
That whole Mania just needed a whole shuffle in terms of the matches. Because they did that order so wrong.
Y'all was tripping. I don't know what y'all was thinking about. But, let's talk about these happy birthdays, though. Hiroshi Tanahashi, New Japan. You know, the ace. Going crazy. I want to see him in the WWE so bad, bro.
Right.
Like, he deserves at least like a match.
We got dream matches to make happen over there.
He at least deserves one match, like at a Big 5.
Yeah.
Like him versus Shinsuke or something. Like,
give me that.
We can't get him and John Cena, him and AJ, him and Seth, him and Roman. We got choices.
Facts.
Everybody got choices, like E40 say. We got plenty of them. For one match, we can do one match.
So
can we get that cracking?
Anybody on them list of names?
Yeah. We had Shinsuke in New Japan last year, this year. I'm just saying, we can do
Set
that.
It up.
Hey, for sure. Happy birthday to Sarah Del Rey. Sunil Singh had a birthday this past week. I remember the Bollywood boys. The Singh brothers used to just get beat up by Randy Orton for a whole summer. Like, real talk. The OG La Parka. Happy birthday to him, the one who's still alive, the original one. Remember the other one who took the gimmick on Die a couple years back? Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Albert, A-Train, Matt Bloom, Prince Albert, whatever names y'all got for him. Lord Tensai, Giant Bernard. He got all the names. He had all the gimmicks.
I'm telling you, man. The Tensai shit got me.
The King of Velocity.
Like, why would you think that? He wasn't even doing that in Japan.
Yeah, he came from Japan, and it was like, oh, he came from Japan. He coached.
So let's just put it like, because I remember watching the vignette, thinking, okay, so they got some dude I've never seen before. This dude takes the mask off.
Come back, it's fucking Albert.
Dog, what? fuck is y'all on right now?
Hold on, wasn't he dancing with Tyrus?
Yeah, like not even 6 months after that, bro. They said, "Yo, we can't take him serious no more. So let's make him Let's make him comedy." You know what I'm saying? Tensai and Brodus, and now he not even Tensai. He's Sweet Tea, and we just dancing together. Like,
hey, let's name off. This dude got all the ring names. I'm gonna name all his ring names off: Albert, A Train, Baldo, Big Buford. This dude was named after a burger at Checkers. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Giant Bernard, Jason Albert, Tensai, Lord Tensai, Prince Albert, Sweet Tea, and Russia Road. And of course, Matt Bloom. That's the shoot name. Happy birthday to the GOAT Trainer. He put together a good career, man. I love it.
He did.
You the GOAT Trainer. Shout out to him.
I'm about to say he definitely night and day over what's dude's name? Dickhead. Yeah, the dickhead.
Hey, we ain't gonna put too much on Bill DeMott, man. He went through some stuff after losing his job, so hope everything's well with him. If you know, I ain't gonna. It's Googleable. I ain't gonna spill the details.
Ain't in it.
But y'all know what happened. If you know what happened, I just hope he keeping it together, mentally. And we don't know what happened. We just know rumors of what happened while he was on the job. So, hey, hands up. Hands up. Happy birthday to Samurai Del Sol, a.k.a. Kalisto. Happy birthday to Mercedes Martinez, Tegan Knox, Mako Satomura, and happy birthday to Randy Savage, who would have turned 71 this week. Ooh, the Macho Man, ooh, brother. And Miss Elizabeth. Him and Miss Elizabeth had a birthday the same week. She would have turned 63. Happy birthday, both of them. Happy birthday to them.
Yes, sir.
Now, I want to transition into, I told y'all we got special guests here at the Palace. He not here live at the Palace, but my guy, Coach Tyler Marsh of the Las Vegas Aces, sat down with him, talked to him about 20 minutes. My Aces won the championship again this past year. I'm going to keep telling you. I'm going to keep, back-to-back repeat champs for the first time in 20 years, 21 years to be exact. And I'll let y'all know that little tidbit a lot during this interview. I had to let y'all know who the real champs was. So check this out, and we'll be right back with y'all with some more wrestling in a few. Now, I want to welcome everybody back to the Nuck If You Buckingham Palace. If y'all tuned in, if y'all familiar with the show, y'all know who he is, man. He's a NBA G League champion. He's an NBA champion. And now he's a two-time WNBA champion. I got to tell y'all, man, this nobody's ever said this about a WNBA team in about 20 years, but a repeat champion from the two-time WNBA champion Las Vegas Aces. Coach Tyler Marsh is back in the building. What's happening?
What's going on? Appreciate you having me again. Been looking forward to it ever since the last time I was on. So let's get to it.
Let's go, man. First, I want to congratulate you on the championship. Number two times in a row.
Appreciate
so
that.
You've been with the Las Vegas Aces for 2 years now, 2 championships. You don't know what it's like to lose in the city of Las Vegas. So what I want to do here, man, this is a wrestling podcast. We wrestling fans.
Yep.
First time in 20 years, 21 years to be exact, since Lisa Leslie and the Sparks did it. Give us a celebration promo like you just came out of WrestleMania and just won the championship. Talk your talk for a brief second. I'm putting you on blast, but let's get it. Let's do your best.
Man, I think what I can say is just that, we kind of let the outside world do all the talking for us, and we kind of backed it up with our actions. We let our actions speak on the court, and our character for who we were off the court translated to who we were on the court as well. So we're just consistent, man. We got dogs on this team. We came out prepared. We came out ready. We were undermanned going into the finals, and coming out the finals, we were undermanned, but we got it. We found a way to get it done. So we got leadership all across the board from our within our organization on down to our coaching staff, and then onto our players for sure. So, yeah, 2 times we trying to make it 3.
For sure, man. I love it. Let's talk about the championship some more, man. We had 34 wins. That's the WNBA record. You guys are top 5 in like practically every single statistical category. You know what I'm saying? Like points allowed, everything, rebounds, assists, field goal percentage. Like you guys are going crazy. Of course, Coach Hammond was suspended the first couple games of the season. You actually took over as a head coach for the first game versus Seattle. How important was it to set the tone early in that first game, just going into everything? You guys looking for a repeat championship, first to do it in 21 years. Like, how did that set the tone? You guys won, I think, like 40 something.
Yeah, I think more so than anything, it was just a testament to the attention to detail that our players put forth, and kind of being consistent in terms of all of us being on the same page with what we wanted to do and accomplish going into that game, whether coach was there or not. And so I think that there's so many different parts to it. There's the trust aspect the coach had within myself and the rest of the staff to be able to get it done. Our other assistant, Natalie Nakase, she coached that following game in LA, and we got the win there as well. And then trust from our players, and trusting that that Natalie and myself are going to put forth our best effort, and the messaging is all consistent, passed down from Coach Hammond. And so that's kind of what we're about. We're all on one accord. We're not going to agree all the time, but once we step on the floor, we all have the same mindset. We all have the same goal, and we're all on the same page. And so I think that's what makes our bond so strong within the staff and within the players. And that's kind of what pushed us forward throughout the year. And so I think it was a great moment, obviously, for myself to be able to do that, but also it was a great moment for this team to see that everything that we put together in training camp and everything that we built upon from last year was still in place moving forward. So from a setting the tone standpoint, that's kind of where it was at.
And maintaining focus for 5 months out the season, like for us, the fans, and just for anybody watching hoops, it looked kind of easy. Like you guys is blowing teams out almost every single night, but we know that it's not that easy.
Right.
Just like we said, 20 years, like it couldn't have been as easy as it looks. Let's talk a little bit more about that. Like maintaining focus. You know, you talked about building on last year, but like you had some adversity that, adversity everybody's aware of, some things you might not have been aware of. Like maintaining focus. Let's talk about that, because you might see some gems that I might need, because I have a little difficulty maintaining focus myself. So like, what kind of went into that outside of everything else?
Yeah, two things that we always preached was, one, sticking together through ups and downs, through thick and thin, is kind of sticking together through. As we kind of approached it with aces versus everybody type of mindset and type of approach. And then the other thing was keeping the main thing. And so, I think I spoke about this last time I was on, is like post championship last year, like the messaging was never about, like, we knew that championship was the goal. We knew we had a team that could compete for it. And we knew we had the pieces in place, but it was more so about establishing a mindset, establishing an environment, establishing a standard that we can live by, and then you can live with the results, whether you win or whether you lose. And so, because you honestly never know what the season is going to bring. There's 11 other teams that are just as capable of coming out on top and presenting challenges throughout the season as well. It's a tough league to win in, and so for us, it was we saw beyond just what the end of the season goal would be. And so, for us, that was just a matter of respecting ourselves as individuals, as teammates, respecting the opponents, and respecting the game. And so, when you have those standards in place, then it kind of gives you a guideline day by day to go by. And so now, you're never looking forward or looking ahead past an opponent. You want to give every opponent, its proper perspective and its proper energy and attention. And we just take it game by game.
Mm-hmm.
We could have never expected going into that game 4 in the finals without our starting point guard, without our starting center, and to be able to stick together through that, to have a next man up type mentality as well, next woman up mentality, and still come away with that victory. Just again, it's a testament to just how close knit our culture is here. And then the professionalism of our players as well, to continue to put forth that work and continue to establish that chemistry both on and off the court.
For sure, the chemistry is unmatched. Some of the best chemistry I've seen in like any team. I've been following this team since they moved out here to Vegas, and the last 2 years is unmatched. A lot of that is a factor from the chemistry aspect. It's the factor of the personalities of everybody involved. We got some unique, fun personalities. Like, if y'all follow the Aces on social media, if you don't, you're missing out.
For sure.
But let's talk about that as far as like related to wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Who on this roster, not even just like the players, but even like some coaches that might come to mind, who would make like the best wrestling personality from their real life personality? Like, who would probably translate the best?
Man, I think there's any number of them. I think that you can make a case for Asia Wilson for sure.
That's my number one.
I think you can make a case for Sydney Colson.
Absolutely.
I think you can make a case for Kelsey Plum.
Yeah.
Really, it's really, you can literally go 1 through 11 and make a case for any of them because their personalities are that grand or that great. They get along with just about everybody, and so and I think that kind of relates to who we are as an organization and who we are as a staff. Like that part of the game is encouraged. That part of being here and being a part of the Aces is encouraged, to be yourself, to let those personalities come out and let those personalities shine. And I think that you've seen, since the championship, especially, it's what makes them stars. It's not just how great they are on the court, but they're great people with great personalities off the court as well. And so the more, and it's not just them, it's around the league as well. So I think the more that that those personalities are allowed to come out and to be shown to the world, I think is only going to grow their stardom, but only going to grow the game as well. So you can make a case for all of them for sure.
Facts. We need Sid as like somebody manager at WrestleMania.
Definitely. And don't let it fool you. Becky could be one too. She could be a manager herself.
Oh, I heard her talking that talk at the parade. I already know.
For sure.
I already know. I do want to talk about a matchup I seen, because like people don't know you made your wrestling debut a few weeks ago on social media. The Bret Hart and Macho Man costume, man. Let's talk about that. Cause I'm gonna just tell. I logged on to Instagram. First thing I saw, it popped me like crazy. I was like, "This is dope." Like, how did that come together? Whose idea was it? Like, I seen like Eric, you, your wife, and your son were all involved in the costume. Like, who had the like grand idea? I'm pretty sure it was you.
It was 100% mine. My wife is not a big wrestling fan. She just kind of rolled with it. She's not a huge Halloween person anyway, and so I was like, okay, this might be my time to shine. So it was my idea. I was going back and forth because my son, he's like really into Sesame Street. He's only 14 months. He's super into Sesame Street, and so I'm like, okay, do I want to do what I want to do for Halloween? Do I want to do what he wants to do for Halloween? I'm like, he not going to know the difference. So until he does, you might as well just roll with what I want to do. So I found actually found his costume first, and found a little Tyler Macho Man ensemble for him, and then I found the Bret Hart one. Bret Hart is my favorite wrestler of all time, right. So found that for myself, and then we just kind of went all out with it, and it was fun. It was fun for me anyway. So he might look back on it a couple of years later and wonder what the hell Dad was doing, but it was fun while it lasted.
All right, he got the dub over you too, though. So
he did get the dub.
That means a lot. Like, especially
my wife was a referee. Like, my wife was right. My wife was a referee. She wasn't gonna let him lose.
Also, it was a conspiracy against you, is what you said.
Yeah.
I understand. That's how it goes. So, should we expect any future matchups down the line? Like, you said by the time he, starts to understand it, you might want to do what he want to do. But until then, he got a couple more years. Like,
yeah, I hope so, man. I hope it's something that we can continue doing. I hope that, as he gets older and hopefully he can, develop a passion for wrestling like I do. But if not, we'll figure something out. We'll find a new opponent somewhere.
It gotta be for one of those belts they sent y'all too.
Nah, definitely.
We need a championship match next Halloween 2024. That's what we calling for right now.
I'm gonna try to set that one up. You can announce it.
Hey, let's get it. Young Kings Wrestling announcing it. We can do that. That's for
For
sure.
sure. For sure.
So like with the current TV though, you've been able to keep up with some things now since the season's over. You got a lot of free time. You can kind of sit back and chill a lot more. You've been keeping up with what's going on TV?
Yeah, during the season, it's mostly just pay-per-views that I actually watch, but I listen to a ton of wrestling podcasts so that I'm up to date with what's going on and the storylines and champions and whatnot. And I try to do so as much. I do so for all across WWE, but I try to stay up to speed with AEW too. I went to a couple of if there's like an off day during the season, I'll go to something that's local. So I went to a couple of Impact events that was here. So yeah, I stay pretty up to date, pretty current.
For sure. You gonna check out Survivor Series next week?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm a the Survivor Series has changed a little bit from what I grew up knowing as Survivor Series. But it's still a cool event. I think that I'm actually most interested to see kind of how the whole Rhea Ripley kind of thing pans out. I'm a huge fan of her. I'm a big Cody Rhodes fan too, but I would like to see him more in singles contest than group settings and tag settings. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
All right, we got to finish that Cody Rhodes story, and WWE's coming to town next month too. You gonna check that out?
You know what? I'm upset because I'm gonna be home. I'm gonna be back in Alabama for Christmas with the family, and it's gonna be here. I think it's on the 29th.
It's right in the smack middle holiday season.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna miss that here, but I'm gonna definitely get to something next time it's out here for sure.
For sure, we got a lot of stuff going on, and it's been fun having you. I like talking to you, talk the aces, talk wrestling, but that's all we got though, man. So it's like I told you, it's real brief, real short. But anything else like as far as wrestling that you might want to talk about that that we haven't really covered, or anything we might not know in regards to wrestling about you that we know, like you mentioned last time you were on here, Bret Hart's your favorite wrestler.
Yep.
And a lot of other things, but like what's something that we might not know that you never mentioned to us before?
I don't know. It's fine. I always say that like in another lifetime, that's what I'm gonna be a WWE wrestler in another life. And I told my wife the other day, I said because my birthday's coming up in December, and I was like, I think next year what I want to do is I'm gonna take a wrestling class. Like I'm gonna take there's a couple here locally, and it's like, I feel like it's just something I gotta do before I'm too old to do it. So it's something that's kind of on the bucket list that I want to do. Going to WrestleMania has been on the bucket list. I've done that before. I want to go never been to a Royal Rumble. Would love to go to that live. But I think wrestling in general is something that it was super, pretty much at its peak, late 90s, early 2000s, and then kind of dipped off for a little bit. And then I think now it's from a popularity standpoint, is coming back to where it was. Just it's so much wrestling to soak in. You can, if you don't like WWE, you got AEW. Don't like AEW, you have Impact, you have New Japan. Like there's so many different places to go to if to fulfill your wrestling needs. And I think from a talent perspective, it's as great as talent pool is as deep and as great as it's ever been. And I think the storylines are catching up to what the talent has now. And I think that's kind of been the lull in recent years, is that you've had so much talent, but you didn't really know what to do with it from a storyline perspective. And so now with the stuff like the Bloodline and stuff like Judgment Day, like those are thriving, and you're seeing just how no matter how great they are in the ring, it's those storytelling aspects of it that keeps people wanting more, and it keeps bringing an audience to it. So I'm excited to see where it's at, and excited to see where wrestling is continuing to go.
Yeah, it's been booming since the pandemic. They took some time off to just kind of get things together, get all the ducks in order, and now like especially WWE, they just off to the races. Like it's some of the best content in years. But one of my biggest issues with WWE, and maybe you can help me out with this. How come we can't get a pay-per-view in Las Vegas? Like, they announced all these shows everywhere else. Can we push for something? Can we get a little assist from our two-time defended champ to get a WrestleMania in Las Vegas?
That would be amazing, man. I know, like, I think it was last year Money in the Bank was here, or 2 years ago maybe. Money in the Bank was here. But
last year.
I mean, WrestleMania here would be awesome. It would be amazing. Allegiant's right here, Allegiant Stadium's right here to do it in. So I think it's a great city, a great place. It will be super fun, and there's a lot of different elements that you can make from a marketing perspective to really put it over the top here in Vegas. So yeah, we definitely should make a push for that.
Let's get that. I know everybody, y'all like to take our storyline ideas and put them on TV. So I know y'all hearing this. Let's get a WrestleMania in Vegas. We already got a champion over here that's gonna help us with that too. So come on, Triple H, whoever else is involved, let's get it. But I do want to thank you again, Coach, for joining us. Second time around, so we had to have you back on here. Plug your socials. Let them know where you can find you at, and let's give another victory speech as well.
I appreciate it. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Hoop for Thought, HOOP, the number 4, THOUGHT, or you can find me on Instagram at TRMarsh12. Yeah, I think that, just from the Aces perspective, we're looking forward to coming in, getting some downtime on this offseason, then ramping it back up come start of the new year, and just once free agency and the draft comes and that kind of stuff, and once we have our roster back intact and our core coming back here, and we're looking forward to kind of starting from ground zero again and building it back up, still with under the foundation and the principles that we built over this last 2 years. And we're trying to make a run for this. So hopefully we can three-peat it. So it's a lot to look forward to. Aces are continuing to move the needle here in Vegas and in women's basketball and in the W. Women's basketball is continuing to grow. So get out and support when you can. And then just Vegas as a sports city is just continuing to thrive. F1 is here this weekend, and then the Golden Knights are back good. You got the Raiders, who are back on the come up. So it's it's a lot to look forward to here in Vegas from a sports perspective. And so
got a baseball team a couple of days ago.
Baseball team coming. Yep, for sure. So there's a lot to look forward to if you're in Vegas, if you live here, and if you support the teams that are here. And so that's only going to continue to grow, and it's great for the city.
For sure, man. Again, thank you, Coach. Congratulations are in order again.
Appreciate
I'm
that.
gonna keep nailing it, because y'all got to understand how big this is. 21 years, like a team has now repeated in the WNBA for 21 years. That's crazy. Yeah, and the last team that did it was the last team that did it. So
right. No, we're blessed. That's crazy. Blessed, man. We're blessed with the, it just shows what an investment to women's sports is and can be, and what the investment that Mark Davis has made into the organization, and how that has kind of streamlined down to the players that you see on the court. And so we take care of our own, we take care of our players and our staff here. And so we just there's no greater place to be than in Las Vegas and for the Aces if you're in the W, for sure.
For sure, man. Again, thank you. Y'all check out everything he got going on, and let's get a WrestleMania in Vegas. Let's do that.
Definitely. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Coach. Thank you. All right, man. Where we at on the royal address of rumors?
All right. So
I seen a little something. I can't wait to talk about this.
Yeah. So cat's out the bag. We've been hearing rumblings about it for a minute, but it finally surfaced a little bit. Ronda Rousey popped up on ROH just after Collision. It got pre-taped, and somebody, of course, recorded the entrance. He came out there. And, of course, Tony Khan saying this weekend got asked about it. And his quote is, "She's not signed, but we had a great conversation. This whole thing came about because it was some unfinished business. She's been working other promotions and stuff like that, so it kind of just carried over her with Marina Shafir. So she's not the big signing that was talked about going into this weekend. It was somebody else that just so happened to be Will Ospreay, who was the surprise. Yeah, we talked about before how they would the Fed might have been potentially interested, but we said the two, like it's a grab, you know what I'm saying? You gotta up the stock a little bit. You gotta make sure you get the numbers right. So that's smart.
As soon as he said that, he was just like, oh, bro, WWE is interested in me.
Mm-hmm.
Translation.
Done.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Done deal.
You just do that to drive the price up, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You say you want how much now? I got you. Done. I'm sending.
You think it'd be like they be lying about WWE being interested at all?
It's probably I wouldn't
to also drive the price up.
I wouldn't put it past him.
I told y'all about the Dante Hightower Steelers free agency thing, right?
Yeah.
Like same ordeal with that, but like sometimes do they think they be lying about WWE just being interested, just to still do that same thing?
We know fake sources are a thing out here, so I wouldn't put it past them at all.
I like how y'all didn't know that y'all apparently like act like y'all didn't know it was gonna be Will Ospreay, but then after it was revealed, now y'all just got all the details about it immediately.
Mm-hmm.
It's like y'all had an interview with Will Ospreay already. It's crazy how that worked. But I want to avoid some spoilers of the show I actually watch. I can't even do that. I gotta act like when Monday Night Raw happened tomorrow, I gotta act like I didn't know what was about to happen on Raw.
Right.
Y'all know you paying attention, you know what's gonna happen. But more on that though. My bad.
Another signing that got announced was Kota Ibushi to AEW, but apparently that happened. Signed, bro. I'm gonna say apparently that happened months ago. Like it just gets announced on Wednesday that he was official, but yeah, apparently he done been under contract for a hot minute. So I don't know what they was waiting for. Tony just trying to like capitalize on the moments, I guess.
I think they forgot to announce him. That's all.
Maybe, which is just kind of fucked up, but
right. Can we talk about Ronda real quick though?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So like, apparently it was just a one-time thing, like we mentioned, but like we said when they announced she was gone from WWE, I don't really see her signing there, man. Like you thought the wrestling fans was bad enough as is, like.
Oh man,
you go there, it's gonna be even worse. Like you might shoot on somebody for real and break somebody's arm for real in that locker room too.
They don't even. It's the damn zoo over there. They don't book the shit right. We talked about what it is with the women over there. So, like the top tier faces as far as the women in AEW are gone. The only ones that are really there still notable: Britt, Thunder Rosa. Tony's there now, but
I don't even count Thunder Rosa at this point.
Well, she hurt. That's different. But yeah, man. Like Paige only went there because they wasn't gonna let her wrestle in WWE, and AEW don't give no fucks. But it's like I don't even know. Like we just we did it for the moment. We got her in there. We let her wrestle again. Went to All In London. Let her win a title. She lost it already. So, I mean, I don't...
She just wrestled on Collision the other night.
Okay.
So,
but yeah, man.
It's been over a month since she wrestled.
But yeah, like if you're a Ronda Rousey, you don't want to waste your time.
So it'll be wrestling once a month for the last 2 months.
That's what I'm saying. Like it'll be another scenario like that. They'll get her in there, put her in a big program, have her win the title, and it's like, okay, next.
Right.
That's how it goes.
So y'all be doing Sheeta dirty. But anyway, I did want to say this one last thing about Ronda. Y'all can't delete them tweets fast enough. Y'all not deleting them tweets fast enough.
Nope. No.
I'm seeing all the flip flop. Summer Jam screen going crazy. Hey, you know that Jay-Z reference? Don't be the next contestant on that Summer Jam screen. Get your tweets deleted right now.
That's what I'm saying, man. Y'all not moving fast enough at all. Craziness. Dune Part 2 featuring Dave Bautista.
Yeah, my boy.
It's got moved up. It's supposed to come out like the 15th, something like that in March. Now it's moved up to the 1st.
It was supposed to come out this weekend.
It was set for this month. So, that the strike is over, so we getting things back in motion. So
they say
I haven't seen Dune
promoting
yet.
This movie.
yeah, we going to work. I haven't seen Dune yet.
Yeah, go check that out, man.
I got Max, so I'm gonna have to tap in. It look like it's
some heat. It's some heat.
Yeah. I had folks telling me about it.
Shout out to my boy Timothée Chalamet.
Facts.
Shout out to Zendaya.
Yeah, I like the cast in there too. I'm like, I have to check this shit out. All right. So WWE announced this week officially, May 4th of 2024, Backlash will take place in Paris, France.
Oui.
That's crazy. That's real crazy.
Yeah, no, I love me some French culture, man. So we already knew Backlash was gonna happen, so I ain't tripping on it. Mm-hmm. But like y'all heard on my, me talking to Coach Tyler, let's get a Mania in Vegas, bro.
Hey, man.
We got multiple people on board now. And we got somebody with a little bit of cachet now, too. I'm talking about this dude, Mark Davis, who can get it cracking at Allegiant Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
No, shout out to Backlash going to France. First ever PPV in France.
It's fire.
I'm just saying, this is just a little free idea for WWE. Y'all don't gotta do the Dre at WrestleMania. Y'all can do it at Backlash in France. I think it makes sense. The armbar, the Andre Rosimov Memorial Battle Royal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, let's do that.
Gotta get it going. Speaking of PLEs out of the country, Elimination Chambers in February is going to be from Optus Stadium in Perth in Australia. And facts. They announced this week Logan Paul is booked for Elimination Chamber.
Uh-oh.
So we're just going to add a little smoke to that fire that we were saying, was it last week or the week before, that Mania come around and my guy still got the chip. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We overdue. We long overdue. My guy ain't been back in a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
It's time to make it happen again. They done both competed at Mania already before. You know what I'm saying?
Stole the show.
Yeah, they killed shit.
They both been stealing the show every time they come around.
Right.
If Bad Bunny didn't have his day job, he'd probably be wrestling a lot more.
Right. And they both done did singles matches now too. Like they debuted in tag team matches. Then they started. Logan got the single shit down. Like we don't gotta question.
Logan out here wrestling for world titles, US titles.
Like he got it set. And Bunny and Priest was the match of the night at Backlash. I don't care what nobody say. Like
match of the year.
Like that was it. It's on the list. Like that shit was hype.
I'm gonna have to run that back.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Logan Paul.
Facts. So y'all set it up. Y'all set it up. Last thing, I don't know if we got to it before we got on last week, but Rey Mysterio had the knee surgery.
Yeah.
He's gonna be out for a while now. I don't know what the time frame is looking like, but apparently he was wrestling with it.
It was like a meniscus or something.
I think so.
It's Googleable.
Yeah, no, they haven't seen no details on it. But apparently that's one of 10 knee surgeries for him since he had been in the business. Like, that's a lot.
He might have just, got the little camera up in there to go clean some stuff out.
Yeah, it might have been a scope. Like, it didn't sound like there was nothing. It didn't sound like something serious. But because it said he didn't had it for a couple months before he got the surgery.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it might have just been something like they already talking about him, planning to come back and get in with Santos. So that's what like we're segueing in with Carlito and all this other stuff for, because we're gonna have him come back. So I don't think it's gonna be too long. He'll be back. some point in time. Speedy recovery to him. I know we don't give him hell for his fathering, but he's still one of the GOATs.
Yeah, we don't take nothing from him with that, man. Mm-hmm. So get well soon. Hopefully it wasn't nothing crazy. But right. I need that face to face with Santos and Dom. I need that in Chicago on Saturday. I seen Santos. You need to somebody tag Santos Escobar in the video or tag him in any post. I'm gonna need you to watch that whole post all the way through, Santos. Yeah, did you see that? You saw that, right?
he just glanced at it and was like, "Oh, let me just respond to it. You ain't looking at nothing else."
Right, you tripping?
Oh, you tripping. Man!
But shout out to Dom. Shout out to Santos was like, he posted a picture. It was like Dom was right, and then Dom just like replied to it, mocking him. Basically, like, yeah, whatever. That's funny. I'm gonna still need that face to face though.
Yeah. I need them to do
y'all gotta shake hands.
I need them to do that Step Brothers. Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Right. Santos, you can join the Judgment Day, you know.
Facts.
All that. Shout out to him. What we watched this past week, man. I did not watch any wrestling. I told you I started watching Deadly Games, Survivor Series 1998. Yeah. I only started watching the beginning of it though, so that's on my watch list with all the other Survivor Series. But this past week, I barely even watched the weekly shows that much. Like
that was me.
Yeah.
I did well, and I watched Money in the Bank from 2011. You know.
You already know about that.
The clock strikes 12. Now I saw a list of matches like top 5 greatest matches in the last couple years. So I'm like, let me go run that back and that was just one of them like moments. Like you have matches and then you got moments and matches. You know what I'm saying, with the whole because they've really had like up to the last minute to get him signed, and I think they signed him like right before the show went live. So they played that shit up so hard, and then they do like him and Cena put on a 5-star, killed that shit, blew the house down. They tried to do the whole, Montreal screw job shit again.
Get Alberto out here. Get Alberto out here right now. God damn it.
And man,
no, mad I was when I seen Alberto show up. Like, no,
man, I was mad that he won it all. Like, what?
Right.
Like, get that shit out of here. But yeah, my guy wins the belt, blows the kiss, gold leaves out in the crowd. On some like it was like some invasion angle energy.
Man,
because he was talking. He was talking so greasy too. So like, I'm gonna go to Ring of Honor. I'm going New Japan with this belt. I'm like, how far are we going with this right now?
I thought he was too, and then they had him show up a week later. Like, okay,
yeah,
because like he should have showed up. Like, it wouldn't have hurt WWE to do that. Like, especially Ring of Honor at that time, just had a champ show up, like, and cut a promo. He didn't have to wrestle, put the title on the line in a match or nothing. Like, you just show up, cut a promo. They had dudes go to TNA before,
Right. Ain't gonna hurt nothing.
But I get both sides of it, so
yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I was laughing when he took that picture. He put the belt in the fridge.
Oh yeah, that was jokes. That was jokes. Neither of us watched Full Gear last night. I watched the main event. Adam Cole got a beard bigger than mine now, apparently.
Oh, okay.
My man's ain't been able to stand at the bathroom sink and shave in like a month. So he just letting it all grow out. He really looked like Jay White now.
He on the caveman tip. That's crazy.
And he got a gray beard too. This shit gray. Y'all forget Adam Cole is 33. With that beard, he looked 43.
That's crazy. Fuck going on?
You know who don't age like that?
Facts.
You know. But yeah, I seen little clips here and there. Like, it was crazy because I was watching Nebraska, and we lost to Wisconsin again. I wasn't able to legally drink last time Nebraska beat Wisconsin.
Damn.
So this just tell you how much we lose to them every single year. So I was depressed. I was so depressed I was about to turn on some AEW. That's how bad it got.
That's crazy.
Oh, I need something else to watch to blow this steam off. So I went and turned on Full Gear, and I seen the Young Bucks wrestling, so I closed out of my tab immediately.
Oh my god,
I want to see this. So I turned it back on for the main event. MJF, Jay White, they was going kind of crazy.
I'm gonna say I heard that went wild. I might have to type that.
It was going kind of crazy. I mainly thought like we would see like who the Devil Mask was, or I thought like somebody would turn on MJF or Jay White would win the belt or whatever. None of that happened. It ended without fanfare. MJF, whole year as AEW World Champion, out there getting it done in the Lakers colors too.
Yeah,
it was at the Forum where the Lakers won a bunch of championships.
Okay,
Magic Johnson and them back in the day.
That's what's up.
You know, I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit of history about that building where AEW had pretty much all their shows this past weekend. There used to be a club that Dr. Jerry Buss, who used to own the Lakers. They used to have a club inside of the arena. That might have been where it happened with Magic Johnson. That might have been where it happened.
Oh man.
They used to invite them back in the locker room, all that.
Damn.
So that might have been that building might have been where it happened.
Winning time.
Hey, winning time was pretty accurate if you know the details of everything. That's why they were so mad at the show. If it wasn't accurate, they wouldn't have been as mad.
Right.
They were just mad. Their stories was being told accurately and they didn't have no part in it.
I'm about to say, like, we're not gonna pretend this shit was wrong. Like,
yeah, shout out to AEW. They filled out the arena better than they usually do. People show up for the pay-per-views now. It's the weekly TV that they don't show up for.
Right.
I'm just saying, I want to save some money. Stop traveling. Do the shows at Daily Place.
Honestly,
whenever
like
it's pay-per-view, y'all can do the pay-per-view week in that market. But then y'all burning these markets out.
Like, that's home for y'all anyway. So why not just stick with that spot? Like, y'all trying to do too much. Like, I know people like to say, well, you know, we drawing straws here. You take the pictures from the AEW shows showing that. Then, what about the WWE shows that has this whole section here? Number one, it's the horror cam spot. They always block off section of the fucking crowd for the horror cam section.
Yeah, section, not a whole side of the arena. Like the whole side empty in AEW.
Right. But it's like, listen, if that's where you're at with it right now, keep it in one spot. What's it gonna hurt?
Yeah. I didn't have a hard time doing that like before y'all started traveling again. So that's just me. If I was running things, but I'm not the 3-time defending Booker of the year. So
oh my goodness.
Y'all do things a little bit different than I would. I get it. We need to find out who this devil person is too, though.
Yeah, like
I thought y'all would have talked about that. Y'all trying to wait for Survivor Series or something?
Because they're trying to say that like
could be Cole.
It could be Cole. Is he walking again?
Right. Nah, he's still on crutches.
He was on
crutches last night at least. I don't know if he like kayfabe crutches or what, but he's still on crutches.
Yeah. So yeah,
he legitimately had a broken ankle. Like
right. Like, it was bad because I seen that X-ray.
I've been seeing people say it was Britt.
Yeah, I'm like, the fuck she gonna have to do with all this?
Right.
I've
been seeing people say it was Jungle Boy. I don't want to see that.
Nah, man. Please.
Hold on.
Please.
Hold on, bro. If it's Jungle Boy, folks gonna be so mad. Like that's gonna be like
I'm gonna be mad. Shit. For
bro,
what?
I can't even think of a moment that would just like so anticlimactic. It's something that TNA did like 10 years ago, I'm sure. That will compare to that. But
yeah, like don't put that bullshit on my TV.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit, man.
Right.
We don't want to see that. We
Please
don't want to
don't.
hear it. We don't want to. Nah, we don't want to not. And now I've seen people, saying it'll be MJF. It's me, Adam. It was me all along, Adam. Type flow. Which that might be the best choice.
Honestly, like
sometimes the obvious choice is the best choice. Like,
I was about to say,
no matter
like,
what you do in between to get to that point.
That kind of is like from a movie buff. It's kind of like Scream. Like they told you who the killer was in so many words throughout the whole movie, but then it's like they cast that little bit of doubt for a little bit, but then it like lets you know, okay, yeah, it was him the whole time. Like it still works. So I ain't gonna be mad at that.
It's funny because they really told y'all who it was the whole movie.
Like they did. No, like if you was doubting it, that's on you.
You mean tell me this motherfucker show up after the killer was in the house
with a phone in his pocket,
right? Y'all didn't know
there.
It was him. Yo,
like, come on now.
Before we get to talking about Survivor Series, though, let's talk about the Peasant of the Week. Becky Lynch.
I'm packing the edits. Guess what?
It's not the Peasant of the Week. She could have got it. She could have got it. Y'all see her on Jeopardy, Celebrity Jeopardy?
No. What happened?
This woman was on Celebrity Jeopardy. Got no questions right. Not one.
Oh,
not
damn,
one.
Bro. Damn.
They have Macaulay Culkin and somebody else, I don't remember, was on there. They walked away with like 36,000. They was answering questions. Becky Lynch answered every question wrong. I think nobody's ever done that in Jeopardy history. Becky Lynch was the first one. And it's not like she was like, I understand if it was a degular person, you know what I'm saying? Like they would get news headlines for a couple weeks. No, this is Becky Lynch. This is the man.
Right.
This is a celebrity. People gonna remember this.
Right.
She answered one question right, a final Jeopardy question, and walked away with $1,000.
Damn.
Becky Lynch said, "Fuck them kids." Whatever charity she was playing for.
Say, you done been over here long enough. Like, come on now.
But I was gonna stall her out. I ain't gonna give her Peasant of the Week. I'm gonna just say, you go on a game show again, you gotta redeem yourself.
Right.
Next game show you on and you don't redeem yourself, you getting Peasant of the Week, Becky. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But let's go for the real Peasant of the Week.
I'm packing the edits. Guess what?
Peasants, you peasants.
Because I didn't want to give him Peasant of the Week too. I thought I would be nice about it, but I got into my school principal mode though. And I was like, nah, you a habitual line stepper. Like a habitual line stepper.
Right.
Constant. You probably know who I'm talking about at this point, man. He's not a wrestler. He's not a wrestler. He's a different type of athlete who decided to do a wrestling move at his job. Hold on. This deserves full name treatment. This deserves full government name treatment.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. It's right.
Probably gonna be a black ass name.
A black ass name. Draymond Jamal Green. Bring that ass here, boy.
Bring that ass here, boy.
Ooh,
that's
man.
the blackest fucking name ever. Draymond Jamal Green. Habitual line stepper.
Facts.
Now, for my non-basketball heads out there, in the NBA, every player that plays an NBA game during the season, they got 16 chances to get a technical foul.
Yep.
Before they get suspended for a game.
Yes, sir.
I believe Mr. Green has exhausted that free 16 at least about 5 times in the last decade.
Oh, for sure.
Like, I think he's gone over that. This man gets a lot of technicals. This man has been suspended constantly for some BS. This man probably cost the Warriors a championship in 2016 by getting suspended.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
He got suspended and the Cavs took all the momentum.
Yep.
So there's that. He just got suspended last year in the playoffs for doing some BS. This man always poking somebody in the eye, kicking somebody in the balls. But this week, this man put another player in the Cobra clutch in the middle of the game.
Facts.
And not just the middle of the game, literally the first 2 minutes of the fucking game, bro.
Shit just started.
The game just tipped off. And you mad already?
Like, you ain't had to do that, man, like that.
Now, to provide some context, is like it wasn't even like I would get it if it was just like tensions were heated.
Yeah.
Nah. Klay Thompson and the dude from the other, I don't remember who the other dude was. Klay Thompson on the Warriors and the other dude on the Timberwolves, they get into a little scuffle, right?
Yeah.
One of the other dudes on the no, it wasn't Rudy, it was another dude.
Oh no, he grabbed Rudy, my bad.
But Rudy Gobert on the Timberwolves, he come over to break it up. He like, he just walk over to break it up. He ain't do nothing. And listen, me and you, Vince, Justin, we know Rudy Gobert.
Right.
And we know sometimes Rudy Gobert do some shit that deserves. Like,
yeah.
He didn't deserve this, though.
This wasn't it.
All he was doing was come over and break the shit up so he can get back to playing basketball. He get over there. He over there for not even 2 seconds, bro. He didn't even do nothing yet. He didn't even have a chance to do nothing. Here come Draymond, Cobra clutch immediately.
Oh, like that was.
It kept it on. He had it locked on.
Like, dude,
he had it locked on.
I could see if he was like swinging, throwing hands or whatever. He wasn't doing none of that. You just gonna grab him up like fucking Jody and Baby Boy, like,
bruh.
Call for your mama, nigga. What's good with you?
And I'm half inclined to Cat Edwards.
I'm packing the edits, guess what?
But I ain't gonna do y'all like that. But y'all wasn't even trying for real to get your man.
They weren't. He had fans for a good like minute and a half. And everybody just looking at him like, yo, we not gonna help my guy.
They was giving Draymond leverage, though. They was giving this dude dude, Draymond was linked up against Ant, like, yeah, I got him now.
Yeah.
Like, he could have fell backwards, so y'all would have been able to get him off a little quicker.
And my favorite part is Steve Kerr trying to cap later on, talking about, they said he had his hands around Klay's neck. Like, what?
Bro, we got the video footage.
Where?
This is an NBA game. It's like 15,000 cameras in the arena, bro. Like,
come on.
What you see that we didn't see? And then you got Samoa Joe gonna go out here and tweet talking about some let Draymond live. The Draymond to put motherfuckers in the coquina clutch.
Listen,
they thought everything was cool.
Listen, man, I get it. Steve has been having the cap for Draymond for years now. I get it.
This was player. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Right. But this come on now. Just say he was a little hot. He was a little hot tempered this night out. Like, I don't know.
At some point, we gotta stop letting stuff slide.
Yeah, man. Like, come on, bro.
We gotta stop letting stuff slide with Mr. Green.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Draymond Jamal Green.
Like
a black ass name.
When Adam Silver got tired of your bullshit, you know you been fucking up. He said 5 games, no question.
That wasn't even enough. I said 15. Although you got to give him 15. 5 ain't enough. We could have at least met in the middle at 10. You got this man 5. That's a slap on the wrist for a habitual line stepper.
Like, Draymond literally is. Hey, you can appreciate this. Draymond is what Ndamukong Suh is in the NFL.
hey, relax. I don't appreciate that at all.
That's the truth, though. They the same nigga. Same nigga, different sport. That's all it is.
Hey, the Suh used to hurt me when he get them fines, bro.
Oh my God.
I was like, bro, you was not like this in college.
Right? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, dude was a beast, but I'm like, where all this stomping on niggas' legs? Y'all wearing cleats. You wearing cleats, bro? Why you stomping on people?
I know it's just Aaron Rodgers, but come on.
Yeah, man.
I know it's just Aaron Rodgers, but you still can't.
Crazy.
Draymond trying to try out for the WWE.
Right. He ain't slick.
Right. I seen last basketball player that said they was going to the WWE. They got Peasant of the Week.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just saying, maybe you want to choose another post basketball career. You already at TNT. So like, you should be all right. You should be Gucci.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be okay, no?
I thought you was giving Peasant to somebody else. I ain't gonna lie.
Who?
Hangman Adam Page.
Hangman Adam Page.
I'm packing the edits, guess what?
These peasants, you peasants.
Bring that ass here, boy.
Why are we giving Hangman Page Peasant of the Week? I'm gonna let you take the reins on this one.
So last night at Full Gear, I did happen to catch a few clips of this. Swerve and Page had a Texas death match, which looked pretty fire. I gotta tap in and see the whole thing of that, but seen some highlights of it. They both got cut up pretty good, but there was a spot where Hangman's laying down and he gets a hold of Swerve and holds his head right over his with his open wound and drips his blood down into his open mouth.
You heard that, right?
Yeah. Wait, no. There you go. What in the HIV is you on right now, bro? Bro, what? And Swerve as a black man, since you want to be a black man now, and then this feud here, why did you okay that for this match?
Right, they ain't. You know who don't do that?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, the fuck going on here? Like, I saw captions on this
nut, nigga.
I saw captions on the retweets and shit like that. I'm like, what the hell happened? I watched the clip. I'm like, this nigga's drinking this motherfucker's blood. Fucking cannibal? What's wrong with you? Oh, yeah, man.
Hey, I did see Swerve choking Hangman with that chain, though.
Yeah,
we can appreciate that.
Look how thick that is. Look how thick that is.
That's the only positive Umar soundbite I got. I had to do what I had to do.
Facts. But Swerve get the W, so I'm good with it.
Yeah, we can't be too mad at it.
Yeah.
Even though, I ain't gonna get into all that.
Number 51?
Yeah, number 51. No, he number 52.
Is it? Yeah, 52.
Moose number 51. Yeah. I'm just saying, we don't need no number 53s.
Nah.
That wouldn't be right. That wouldn't be right. Hey, but let's real quick, let's talk about Survivor Series, man. We got 5 matches so far. It's probably just gonna be 5 matches because the WarGames matches be like an hour.
Yeah,
so
that's gonna take
damn near 40 minutes. So we got 2 matches. It's gonna be about an hour long each. Don't really need much other than that. Yeah. But let's talk about this, man. Carlito versus Santos Escobar. And this is like, oh man, I can't even compare it to nothing. I feel like this is like when Booker T and Ahmed Johnson was beefing in WCW. That's like the Spanish version of that. I'm reaching like crazy. That's the first thing that came to mind. I'm just saying, if I was a Spanish speaker and I see two guys who are representative of my culture beefing, I would feel away.
Yeah.
But one is Mexican, one is Puerto Rican. So
yeah,
that's where the beef lie at.
I got a different comparison, but it's
what is it?
it's jokes. This is basically like if D'Angelo Russell and Nick Young had a match against each other. Like,
this is the second shot he done took in one of my teams.
I'm just saying because one dude is sitting up here saying, "Hey, you see what this motherfucker's doing, right?" And the other nigga like, "Yo, what you doing? Why you talking? You up here blowing my spot up right now?" You know what I'm saying? That's what we got going on.
I can get into full details about that situation, but I won't. I'm just saying, Laker fans knew about that about a month before it came out.
Like, if you know, you know. Yeah.
We knew about that a month before it came out. And it was kind of water under the bridge. Like, they seemed to be cool after that. And the ESPN just blew that shit all the way up.
Yeah.
You know how they do.
Like, once you get on the news about it, like, all right, now we gotta chill.
Yeah, y'all wild. But
who you got in this match? Gilbert was worse.
Oh yeah, Gilbert was tripping. Gilbert, he don't got no filter, bro.
That nigga had me in tears.
He don't got no filter.
Oh my god.
I need a podcast with Gilbert and Jeff Teague together.
Man, I wouldn't be able to breathe.
Nah. Who you got in this match?
All right, so this match, Santos 100%. Mm-hmm. We gotta start this shit off right. So this can't even go long. Like, this got to be like a clinic. He got to run circles around Carlito. I know.
Edge and Matt Hardy at SummerSlam type beat.
Yeah. We got to like make a statement with this and get it off quick. But yeah, no, Santos got that.
Yeah, and we in Chicago, so you know he do that. They gonna go crazy. Like,
yeah.
Imagine the heat.
He need to reverse Carlito. He need to take an apple after the match is over, spinning his face on something crazy. Like we gotta stamp this motherfucker.
Yeah, let's get that going. Next up for the Women's World Championship, Rhea Ripley versus my girl Zoe Stark. Let's go Vegas. I'm picking with my heart right now instead of my head, so I'm gonna just go first. Let's go Zoe. I know better, but still.
Listen, I love the underdog picks, but I can't see it going down, man. I can't see. Like, the thing is, Rhea kind of got built up to be in this spot for a minute. I just didn't expect it to run this long. So I'm thinking she probably won't lose till like Mania.
Yeah.
But it's listen, I've been saying it for a while. Zoe done got the rocket on her back for months. So this is good. I hope she get a good showcase out of it. But yeah, we know what time it is. Rhea coming back with it.
For sure. Next up for the Intercontinental Championship, The Miz, the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time, versus Gunther, who also would tell you he's the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. Which I can't argue with either of them.
That's what I'm saying.
One of them got the longest title reign ever. The other one got the most ever. Who you got?
This is where I'm stuck. Because on paper, you think like, damn, Miz ain't going to beat Gunther.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he broke the record. He done been talking. He did an interview this week. You saying like, I kind of. He was asking about, the IC title main event in Mania. He's like, listen, I've outgrown the IC title. It's on the bigger and better things. You know what that means. Mm-hmm. Rumble is just about 2 months away, around the corner. Like, I don't know. This if there was ever a time for us to be like, all right, we can move on here. We can go on to the next thing. It's like, this might be it. If not here, definitely the Rumble. But I don't know. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna say Gunther still, but don't be surprised if Miz pull away with this one.
Nah, I wouldn't be surprised either. But real quick correction: the Miz got the second most all time, and he has a chance to get the most all time.
It's still Jericho.
Yeah, it's still Jericho. Jericho still got one over him, and the Miz got a chance to get the most ever along with Jericho. See how I did that? see how I did that?
That shit on purpose. I can't.
I did. He be trying to play me. That's why.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying my NBA team and my NFL team got the most championships all time, and he be trying to play me when I bring that up. So I'm just saying. No, it's the same. It's the most. It's the most. So the Miz got a chance to get the most IC title reigns of all time. But I'm gonna go with Gunther too, man. Like I don't think we can end it right now. Maybe the Miz still beats him, but I don't know about right now. But Yeah. What was up with that thing backstage with Ludwig Kaiser? What was that about?
I don't know. Like,
Cause he trying to punk my man's out, and even Gio, like, Giovanni be getting punked out all the time. So even he was like, "Hey, that's crazy."
Yeah, man. Like, we on some different type time backstage, man.
Then my nigga Gender and them walked up and pulled up on him like shit wasn't sweet.
Yeah.
Now we getting Imperium versus Indusher. I'll rock with that.
Listen, it's about time Indusher got back on TV. Like,
they come on TV for like 2 weeks and then be gone.
Many times has Veer been missing.
Man, y'all told me Veer was coming for like 8 months.
No.
It was 6 months, literally 6 months.
Yeah.
They were running vignettes for homie. He show up, whoop somebody ass for about a month. He going to NXT.
Right. It was I think they be on like main event and shit like that, but
they do. We don't watch main event.
It's like, yeah, that don't count. If you don't go to a live event, or like if you don't go to a Monday Night Raw or SmackDown beforehand in person, you ain't gonna see main event unless you go on Peacock like the 2 days later and watch it on there.
Hulu, I think it's on Hulu.
Yeah,
I got Hulu. I don't even watch it. That's how you know.
Yeah,
I don't watch Level Up either.
Oh,
I don't even watch the NXT version of main event.
Level Up and the main event, all that shit to me is how I felt about Dark and Dark Elevation, shit like that.
Right. Rampage. I ain't watching none of that. It's doing too much.
Yeah.
I'll see them when they come on the big show.
You know what I'm saying? If it's somebody I know, I'll watch them. But that's it.
If I know you personally, because the only time I was watching Level Up when y'all remember Quincy Elliott.
Mm-hmm.
I know Quincy Elliott for real, so I was watching him to check it out. But outside of that, I wasn't watching that. I don't care how much Lash Legend you put on there. I ain't turning it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And I'll watch me some Lash Legend, but
listen,
you gotta put it on the right.
I'll watch her on Tuesdays.
Exactly. Time frame. We gotta get it right.
That's it. All right, hey, y'all like the little intermission we had before we talk about the main events?
Mm-hmm.
You see how we get off track, and I see how I make it look like it was intentional. See how I did that? Next up, last 2 matches we're gonna discuss.
WarGames.
Women's WarGames, man. Yeah. This one just made official on Friday. Damage Control minus Dakota Kai because she tore her ACL. And she's still not cleared. Bailey, Asuka, Io Sky, and Kairi Sane versus Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Shotzi, and Becky Lynch. What? Yeah, Charlotte Flair had to break glass in case of emergency type situation.
Well, and it was a name that was most expected to join them. They haven't been talking about it for like a week already, but I like the way they did it though. The IG post where she just blowing up Becky's phone, and she just dubbed her shit like 3 times in a row, and she was like, "Yo, I said no, I'm not doing it." But then all of a sudden, she was like, "Oh,
damage control?
Bet. Oh, bet. I'm in there."
Hold on, let me find the soundbite. You might appreciate this soundbite. So as she picked up the phone, it was like, "Oh, you need help versus damage control? That's all you wanted?"
Shit, Negro. That's all you had to say.
Max. Hey, that's that.
He hopped on the red eye. Yeah, that's my goat. That's my goat.
Yeah, no, like that's a smart call. Becky was killing the shit in WarGames last year.
Mm-hmm.
Bianca knows what she's doing in there. I think this is Charlotte's first time in there, and Shotzi's. So that's gonna be dope.
Been in there before, if I'm not mistaken.
In NXT, I think she was. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so I think Charlotte's the only one getting in there for the first time.
And it's the first Flair to be in a WarGame since 1997.
Damn, that's crazy.
Wild.
Mm-hmm.
Wild. Who you got?
Hey, man. I think I'm gonna go with damage control. I think so. I would laugh real hard. I really would. Is if we get to Bailey, like leave Bailey last for damage control. Last person to come out, and when they open the door, I need Dakota to be standing by the door. And hopefully she got her gear on underneath like a jacket or something.
Uh-huh.
And do the same shit she did to Tegan and be like, nah, shit, shorty, I'm in here. You out. You ain't in damage control no more. Like, that would be fire.
That'd be crazy.
Listen, I can't understand why she not picking up what they putting down. Like, body language is like paramount for me. I read that shit clear as day. She's sitting up there looking at the three of them, and they just giving her all the signals, and she just like, phew, right over the head. Like,
man, they told y'all what it is when they was over there doing an interview, like the night that kind of Oscar turned. They doing a backstage interview. They was about to start the interview without you.
Right.
You walked in, and like we said, it was just like, oh, this bitch. I thought she wasn't gonna show up.
Like, you can't sit with us.
Literally.
Come on now.
Hey, do we quote Mean Girls as much as we quote Jay-Z on here?
Probably. We get into about even.
At least when we talk about damage control, I feel like I quote Mean Girls a lot because, like, you remember I didn't really care for damage control. Stop trying to make fetch happen.
Right, yeah. Listen, they heard us. They was like, all right, let's see what we
you want
here.
Kyrie saying? You want Oscar in there?
Yeah.
Or whoever else in there?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I appreciate y'all for listening.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm
think
going with the GOAT team. You know what I'm saying? We got 3 of the horsewomen on one team and Bianca. So I'm with that.
I can see it.
I said 3 of the horsewomen.
2.
3 of the horsewomen in this match.
In the match, yeah.
2 on one team. Bianca and Oscar pretty much horsewomen at this point.
She done beat 3 out of 4. Wait.
Yeah.
She beat them all, didn't she?
Bianca beat them all.
She hasn't seen Charlotte yet. She got Charlotte left.
She ain't beat Charlotte? She hasn't.
No.
That's crazy.
No, not yet.
That's wild. Let's make that happen at some point.
Nice.
And then next up, the men's WarGames.
WarGames.
We got Judgment Day. And unfortunately, Big Head JD is officially a member of the Judgment Day.
What?
Yeah, that's official. As of this Monday.
They don't got room for him.
Damian Priest walked up to him, said, you know what? This is my Damian Priest voice. You know what? You know, you've been rolling with Judgment Day for a long time. And you've been helping us out a lot. Congrats, you're officially part of the Judgment Day. That's what happened. That's what happened.
Oh, man.
So got the Judgment Day versus Cody Rhodes, Seth freaking Rollins, please say the freaking, Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn. And apparently Drew McIntyre is officially officiate. What am I trying to say? This is a tongue twister for real. Officially affiliated. There we go.
Yeah,
there we go. With the Judgment Day ahead of WarGames. So maybe he's added to the match. Maybe not. We're going to have to see on Monday.
Probably.
We over here acting like we don't know what's going to happen, but we know.
Right. Yeah.
Who you got winning this one, though? In the event that some other people were added.
If Drew gets into the match, which I'm thinking he will, then I got Judgment Day winning. Realistically, if they keep it the way it is, then I could still see Judgment Day winning, but it wouldn't make as much sense. The main thing is this Monday, be on the lookout for Mr. Randall Keith Orton, because that for me is what's gonna like really kind of sway me. Because if they're adding people, you add Drew to the Judgment Day side, that's 5. You need one more for them. Randy goes right in there. But I would still go with Judgment Day.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the easy pick because I'm over here trying to count and I can't count that fast. I'm just saying, you know who created WarGames, right?
Mm-hmm.
The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, baby, created WarGames, man. Let's see, I'm over here. I'm so excited I can't even talk right. He created WarGames in 1987, baby. Jim Crockett Promotions, the National Wrestling Alliance, baby. And then we move over to WCW, and then he brought it back in NXT in memory of the American Dream a couple years after he passed away, baby. And we've been doing it in WWE ever since.
Facts.
Was that good? Was that fire?
What's up there?
Was that accurate? Okay.
That's good. That's good.
Okay. I try sometimes. But I'm just saying Dusty Rhodes created WarGames. Dusty Rhodes has never lost a WarGames. Never. Never. He's been in about 12 of them or so.
Right.
Maybe more than that. A good number. He's been in a good number of WarGames. He was in the very first 6 of them. It's 9, 10, 11. So he was in 11 with Jim Crockett Promotions. He was in one of them in WCW. So yeah, 12. And then Dustin was in 2. He's undefeated. So anybody with the last name Rhodes has never lost a WarGames match.
See, I didn't even think of that.
And I cannot imagine that 2023 will be the first time. So I'm gonna go with the guys, man. Unfortunately, I'm picking Sami Zayn to win a match here. But
oh damn,
it is what it is.
See, I don't know if I could do that.
Sami Zayn is so untrustworthy to me at this point. At least this year, I have no reason to trust Sami Zayn. You can't tell me he ain't about to be Kurt Hennig in 1997.
I mean,
that's all I'm expecting.
I'm just like, I don't care for nothing that he got going on. Same. I really don't. Like we done passed January, February. We're not, even then I wasn't Team Sammy to begin with, but that high that we was on, like we're back to level.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't know what we still bringing him in the mix for. Like, it's giving groupie energy.
That's all it is,
and I don't like it. So I'm good for Cody getting his win and keeping tradition alive. But at the end of the day, his business is elsewhere anyway. So I could go either way on that.
Yeah, Cody turned up with the smoke on SmackDown.
Somehow. Woo! Man.
So he was back there talking with Nick Aldis. So we're going to see how that pans out.
Oh, that's some history right there.
Yeah, they do got some history.
Man, listen, I know Nick is GM, on screen, whatever. If Cody's going to be going back to SmackDown anyway to finish the story, listen, I need one.
Yeah, just one.
Just one. It could be a PLE, something. Just one. Just for us that know.
We talking about finishing the story. Like, Nick Aldis is a part of that man's story. So I think it's only appropriate.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Talk to him.
That's another free idea.
Mm-hmm.
We charging for the next one, though.
That's a fact.
Luckily, it ain't going to be no next one on this show because we at the end of it, man. So, Survivor Series. I'm looking forward to that one. Shout out to Shakur Stevenson winning the WBC lightweight title this past week out here in Vegas. Shout out to F1 as well. And what else happened this past weekend? Oh yeah, shout out to Maverick Carter. Y'all know Maverick Carter with Spring Hill Entertainment, LeBron's homie, LeBron's business partner. The shop, they did a live taping of the shop on the strip, like right on the strip. And I got invited. It was fun. It was a fun time. Walked up in there, bro. First thing I saw, they had servers with mimosas, bro.
Hold on, fam.
They had mimosas, bro.
What's good?
They had mimosas. They had appetizers. They had some fancy little finger foods. They had little acai bowls, some damn little fruit stew. They was going crazy with the stuff, man. Endless mimosas for like an hour before the show started.
What?
And they gave us a little gift box afterwards. They was going crazy. So shout out to Maverick Carter. That was a good time. Shout out. Thanks for the invite.
I mean, rock with Maverick anyway, but that's fire. Shit.
Yeah, shit. You might get me to listen. I ain't been saying nothing bad about LeBron all year long watching the Lakers too, because he literally is the Lakers right now.
I'm about to say you can't say nothing about LeBron. The last 4 years, you can't say nothing bad about LeBron because he carrying the whole team.
I ain't gonna say forward now, but hold on. Because we say forward, that include the championship year. I ain't counting that.
Okay, all right. Well, that's fair. That's fair.
But since then, yeah, for sure.
But it's the norm for him anyway.
Yeah, but no, literally, this dude, 39 years old in about a month, still doing everything. So I ain't gonna say nothing bad about Clutch or Spring, nothing LeBron related for a while after that experience. That was a fun time. I did that during Formula One. The strip was literally a racetrack, bro.
Oh shit, that's right. How'd that look?
It looked weird, like being there. It looked weird. That's all I'm gonna say. Just because I wasn't used to it. Because I'm kind of, people on the strip be jaywalking all the time. You couldn't do that.
Yeah. Right.
It's literally like fences up. Like,
yeah.
And you can't see nothing. Like the fences is covered, so you can't even see nothing if you on the other side on the sidewalk.
Yeah, because I always low key wanted to see a Formula One race, and then it was like they doing it in Vegas. I'm like, yo, shit.
You want to see a Formula One race in Vegas? You gotta pay like $2,000.
I know. Like that's insane.
Yeah, that was wilding. It was some other issues, but for the most part, it went off without a hitch. Hopefully, they strike all this shit down fast, so like we can limit the traffic on the strip a little bit.
Oh, listen, it's about
until next year.
It's about to get worse. The A's coming.
Yeah, the A's is coming, but that stadium ain't supposed to open for another like 5 years, so we got time.
Right.
It's the building part that's gonna take a while,
right? Yeah,
because there's a lot of construction in Vegas. Is all I'm saying. It's a lot going on. So,
thanks.
Super Bowl coming up. It's crazy when the Super Bowl over with, they gonna be going right back to building F1 for next year.
No, that's right.
Hopefully it don't take as long the second time around. But yeah, plug your socials. Got to get all that other stuff out the way, man. Shout out to all them.
Yeah. Y'all can find me at Havoc24 on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, go check out the Havoc Hour, Watch Talk Sports and Entertainment on all streaming platforms where you find Young Kings Wrestling, Google Podcasts, Spotify / Anchor. And the video version's up on YouTube. Still got some new stuff out. Working on some content for the next episode. We're gonna keep it with the new format and get some topics because it's getting spicy out here. So I'm gonna see if I can get together for the next one.
Hey, listen. Should have talked about Draymond Green on that shit.
Hey, man.
Hold on, he do something else. Invite me on there. We gonna talk. It's Draymond. He guaranteed to do something else.
Oh man, facts.
I am the thespian TC Fontaine. Follow me on Instagram, tc.fontaine on Instagram as well for my photography, foy.flicks. And follow Young Kings Wrestling everywhere at YK Wrestling. Got some more stuff coming on YouTube. Go check out that Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, WrestleMania. Go check that out. Go check out all the other facts. Go check out all the other reaction content as well. Got the interview with Coach Tyler going up this week as well. And some other stuff, man. We'll see. Got a new series I'm working on for next year too. I've been working on.
Okay.
You already know what it is, but
all right, got you.
I think we're just finally gonna do it next year. I'm just getting everything together.
Bet.
Automation, YouTube automation. That's the goal.
Man.
That's the goal. Hey man, I appreciate y'all for coming and staying. Shout out to y'all that stayed the whole entire time. If you stayed the entire time, let me know with the keyword Kings. Just DM us Kings. Let me know y'all listen all the way through. Maybe y'all win something.
Interact with some fans, man.
Yeah. Maybe y'all win something, Yeah. Maybe Maybe we might drop some new merch this week.
I'm saying, got new
Possibly.
t-shirts.
I heard we got something new dropping this week for Black Friday too.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Okay.
More like Black Wrestling Friday. Hey, listen. You already know. I'm gonna let Trigger.
Said I'll be back to hold you down. I don't wanna leave.
But we gotta go right now. We'll be back next week to talk about Survivor Series WarGames with another one.
Another one.
We out of here. Gone. Woo!